Do you learn about, or do you have any idea how important is the law of imagination? If you learn that imagination is the most great and powerful tool in human being's life, then you will realize that imagination is the number one tool, or can be a great tool in creating a great and wonderful nation or wonderful person or being you wanted to have in life. Imagination is composed of many components that that's been in centuries of existence, and in different dimension, imagination can help you communicate with the other beings from other dimensions of life. Anyone that create a wonderful piece or history of peace in this mortal life or this world is coming from the imagination and the power of using the right imagination in creating the best invention and best society that ever existed in this realm of mortality. So, imagination is the source of all truth. So, if you want to learn, or if you want to know the truth of every thought or every words that came in your mind, or every words that you heard from different people, then find or look the history and the origin of those words that came from their mouth or that came in your mind. The history of our mind, or of our thoughts, is coming from different dimensions. It's also coming from the four major parts of our mind: the psychological, emotional, spiritual, and physical sources of our mind. Mind is a collective ideas that come from those four sources of truth. So if you are really connected to physical matter or physical truth, then most of the time you will follow the principle of to see is to believe, or in other words, to touching the physical evidence is the truth of all things. So if you follow the physical source of truth, if you follow the spiritual source of truth, then you will connect to the divine line of creating or knowing the truth of every words, every ideas that came from your mind and from the other words that came from the other people's mouth. If you are into the emotional source of truth, then you are in the battle of probing the energy reactions that come from different sources of elements in all types of dimensions. And if you are in the psychological mind, a psychological source of the mind, then you are in the battle of behavioral movement of different words of life. So all imaginations are totally coming from those four sources of the mind, or four factors of the mind that composes the mind of elevated person, or the evolution of truth coming from those minds. So thank you for watching, and if you find value, and if you like, if you wanted to learn and understand more what I am saying, please subscribe, follow and share, or please comment down below about the things that I've speaking, or that I've talked here. This, hopefully you enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching, and may God bless us all. Thank you.